Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today we are discussing the spring collection, or is it the pre-spring collection from Sézane. This officially released yesterday, so I know some of you will have already placed your orders, but as always, I don't like to do these videos before the actual collection releases. I don't like to just go off the lookbook because it doesn't tell me what the things are made of. So now I've seen the compositions, now I know a little bit more about each piece rather than just what it looks like. I want to give you my first impressions, the pieces that I like the most from the collection and the pieces that I'll definitely be avoiding as well. Do remember, these are just my opinions. We all have different personal tastes and styles. So some of the pieces that I don't like might be your favorites. Some of the pieces I love, you might think look awful, and that is totally okay. I'm not recommending these pieces as such. I have to say most of this collection was an instant no for me. This seems to happen every year when it comes to spring. I definitely like Sézane in the autumn winter the most, but the spring collection is usually a miss and I usually don't end up keeping anything. Saying that, there are a few pieces here and there that I did really like the look of, and I have placed a small order this morning. I was on there at 8:15 UK time, so I did manage to get some pieces before they sold out. So I will be doing a review video probably in a couple of weeks. In reality, Sézane parcels take ages to come to the UK now, unfortunately. So, okay, I'm gonna grab my phone and I'm gonna scooch over to this side so I can actually show you the items on screen here. I will say, although I'm going to use the app to browse, I always shop on the website, especially when there are new releases, quite overly hyped releases, because like this first top, which sold out within probably about 3 or 4 minutes, I heard a few people having issues adding this to their basket on the app, checking out on the app, logging in on the app, all sorts of stuff. So if you are after a piece that you know is going to sell out quickly, or you're worried might sell out quickly, use the website, because I've had far less issues, and I've heard generally far less issues with people checking out and successfully making purchases on the website. But this is the top I do need to start with, because this one was definitely the one that in the promotional material, the Instagram marketing was one of the most liked by Sézane fans in general, and as expected, because of that, it sold out within a few minutes in all sizes. A lot of things sell out in the smaller sizes and the mid-range sizes, and then there's a couple of larger sizes left, or vice versa. Sometimes there's smaller sizes left, but this one sold out in every single size. This was definitely the most popular piece within the collection. I did manage to get my hands on this, so there will be a review of this top coming very soon. By the way, we're talking about the Alvire blouse. Very pretty lace, ecru lace, definitely more of a beigey ecru by the looks of the photos, although they could definitely be filtered. So we'll see what the colour looks like in person. I will say, again, I heard a few people saying this was out of stock by the time they logged in. Try and log in. I start logging in at 8 AM UK time, so 9 AM French time, and I repeatedly refresh and check if there's something I'm really after that I know will sell out between kind of 8 and 8:15, because you never exactly know when the items are going to come in. And then as soon as the items did appear, as soon as the collection had dropped, which I think was about 8:15 UK time, I went straight for this blouse. I just went to the top section, I went straight for the Alvire blouse. I knew it would be popular, and I added it to my basket, and I had zero issues doing that. All sizes were still available when I did that. This one is 93% cotton, 93% organic cotton, 7% polyester. The braid is 100% cotton, made in Morocco. This top could go one of two ways. This could be beautiful, just how it looks on the model. It looks absolutely stunning on this model paired with these jeans. Or it could be a total disaster. Now, my worries with this top, I love the look of it. My worries with this top are, first off, the neckline. It does look quite low, and I don't know how this is going to look either with a very small chest or a very large chest, because a smaller chest might not fill this out enough and it might drape or kind of gape too much, and then vice versa, a larger chest might be too large for this kind of neckline. So we will see. It does look quite low on her. And then also my second concern with this top is that it isn't lined. I'm a little bit disappointed that it isn't lined, and you can see from these pictures, you can see her skin under the top, so you're definitely going to have to wear something under this, because otherwise, you know, you're fully exposed essentially. So yes, wish it had a lining. I love that it's organic cotton mostly. I'm not too bothered about 7% polyester. There's probably a reason it's in there. But yeah, I do wish it had like a cotton or even a viscose lining to make it easier and more practical to wear. So we'll see. Stay tuned for my review of this piece. And if you were really after this piece and didn't manage to get your hands on it because it sold out so quickly, I think because this is unlined, I think a lot of people will not realise that this is unlined and will send it back for that reason, or they'll send it back because the neckline doesn't work. So there'll definitely be restocks of this item. The other top that I see was really popular and is also fully sold out is the Anton blouse. This one is not for me, but I can appreciate looking at it. It is pretty. I'm not a massive fan of a puff sleeve or a puff shoulder. I feel like puff sleeves have been just everywhere for the last 5 or so years, and on a lot of Sézane's tops as well, and I'm just kind of over it. I want something a little bit less voluminous, so this would not be my style. It's a little bit busy for me. I think in general this collection, it's Italian inspired, so it is going to be bigger prints, bolder prints, louder prints generally than Parisian style, and I think that's the reason a lot of people aren't loving it as much. But again, that is personal preference. If you are much into that bolder, slightly more Italian style, you might very well love this collection. I like the natural kind of tones of this, although it is a bolder print. It's in these more muted tones, and the composition seems lovely. 51% linen, 49% cotton. They have a few items I've noticed in this linen cotton blend, and I think that's a really nice blend for spring summer. By the way, as I'm scrolling through these items, I'm definitely seeing things that haven't yet been released. For example, looking at this shirt is not my vibe, but the basket bag that she's holding, this looks like the mini Justine, but in a print that has not been released yet. This embroidered brown flower print. So if you like that, that will probably be coming at some point later in the season. I don't really see much else in the top section that I love, although I am seeing a lot of nice compositions. This Megan shirt, again, it's not exactly my cup of tea, but if we look at the composition, it's 87% cotton, 13% linen, so I can appreciate that as well. The only other top that I did order to try was the Marzier shirt, and I talked about this on my Substack as well. This I really like as a 2-piece set. I love the idea of 2-piece sets, especially for spring, summer, very chic, but I don't have any in my collection. So I have ordered this set. It's the Marzier shirt and the Fosto trousers to try. It's like again a lace shirt. It's this kind of lace that I can't pronounce. I'll put the word on screen, but it's that specialty kind of lace. Very pretty, an oversized shirt, and then some like slightly cropped flared trousers. I do think it's got the potential to be good, but we will see how these trousers fit in particular. I think the top will be fine, and you could always pair the top with a pair of jeans, pair of blue jeans it would look great with, or something else. Even maybe like a silk slip skirt, something like the Sandy skirt could look good with a top like this. You could also belt it like they've done on the model here. Adds a little bit of interest, a little bit of shape to the oversized silhouette. But these trousers, I don't imagine them having any stretch, so we'll see how they fit. The composition of both pieces is 93% organic cotton, 7% polyester. I really like that. Again, the polyester is probably there for a reason in that case because it is such a small percentage, and I love that they're using organic cotton. It also comes in a black. They're calling it a slate, so I don't know if it's a true black, although it very much looks true black on the pictures. This one is also unlined, at least the top is. From what I can see, the trousers are lined, or at least partially lined at the top, so they're not completely sheer. I know Sézane recently released a pair of lace trousers that were completely unlined, which I said were very impractical, but at least these ones do have a lining. The lining itself is viscose as well. This tomboy shirt is quite fun with the fruits on it. Not something that I would buy, but if you're into that little bit of a quirky style, I think that could be nice. I actually love my embroidered tomboy shirt. I have the heart print one, a little bit more my style than the fruits, but I love to wear it, and I wear it loads with a pair of jeans. Let's move on to dresses. A similar situation with dresses. It's a lot of warm tones, a lot of bold prints, so nothing really is speaking to me. I would love to be able to wear some of these really warm browns, but I just know that they won't look good on me. I think at this stage I have a really clear idea of what I like from Sézane and just generally, and what works for me, and it really helps me when they do release these big collections where there are a lot of items coming in at once. I can instantly scroll past 90% of it, because I know it either won't work for my body type, my colouring, my preferences, my lifestyle. And so a lot of it is an easy no, and it makes it much easier to shop because there are probably only a handful of pieces that I'm actually choosing between, and I can always order all of those and then just keep one or two from that collection, or none at all. If we go to this sole dress, 100% linen, lovely. This dress that I can't pronounce also looks like linen. This is a linen cotton blend. So really liking most of the fabric choices in this collection. The only dress that I did like the look of was this loose dress. The pattern I'm less sure of. I actually don't think this is a new style. This looks a little bit familiar. I feel like they've had a dress like this, maybe in a polka dot print before. But I do really like that low back. It is very, very beautiful. A little bit unpractical, I guess, but because the top is quite covered, you could probably do some kind of sticky bra situation or no bra situation and you'd be all right. So yeah, I do like that, but I'm just not a massive fan of the print. That one is organic cotton, again, lovely, breathable. There are so many dresses in this drop, actually. I have to say, I'm not a massive fan of this red floral print. Yeah, it's called the red floral print. So they've got it in quite a few different items and they do vary in composition. So this Doriana dress is 94% organic cotton, 6% elastane. So it is a stretchy, almost bodycon style of dress. Not for me, but could look great on someone. Although a lot of these items in this floral rouge pattern, as they're calling it, are viscose. And I remember in 2022 and perhaps even in 2023, they released a similar red and white floral print. I actually prefer it to this print. This print's a little bit bolder, definitely more Italian inspired. The other one from the older collections, I'll put a picture of it on screen, was a little bit more subtle, a little bit more dainty, and a lot of those pieces were in silk. I haven't seen any pieces in this red floral from the new drop that are in silk. I could be missing some because I haven't gone through every single piece, but a lot of them are either the linen cotton blend, which I'm totally fine with, I think that's lovely, but a lot of the more lightweight kind of drapey materials are viscose, and I would personally prefer, if I was after a red floral print for spring, to go secondhand on some of the previous collections. I'm thinking this Tabata skirt they brought out in 2022. That might very well pop up on the secondhand market, and that's 100% silk, and you could probably get it for a cheaper price than any of this new collection viscose. So that's my recommendation there. The one dress I did order to try just because I was very curious was this Emmanuel dress. This is in a wine kind of cherry colour with a white ecru base. It does remind me slightly of some of the dresses that I loved from their previous collection last year. The Isaiah dress, it kind of has that feel, that knitted summer dress feel. I really like burgundy, as you can tell. I love this colour even in the summer, so I wanted to give this dress a try. I'm not a massive fan of the fact that they've only got 3 photos and 2 of the photos only basically show the very top portion of the dress and the sleeve, so I'm struggling to picture this dress full length. It does look like a midi dress. It looks like it goes down to, yeah, like mid-calf, fairly tight. It does have elastane in it, I believe. Oh no, it's organic cotton and recycled polyamide, but I think the polyamide will provide a little bit of stretch. I'm imagining it fitting similar to the Isaiah dress that I bought last year, but I don't like the fact that they haven't shown the model just standing in the garment. I wish the pictures on this dress were clearer, and that's one of the reasons I decided to order it, because I thought, well, if some people might be thinking the same as me, so I'll order it and try it, and I do really like it anyway. I think that's the only dress I ordered this time from the collection. In terms of bottoms, I know these were not released in this drop from yesterday, but I wanted to talk about them anyway because they were released the previous Sunday, I believe, and it's the new Doua trousers, essentially a straight leg jean. These caught my eye because it's what I've been looking for ages. I've been really struggling to find denim that isn't a wide leg but isn't a skinny jean, and these kind of are exactly what I had in my mind to look for. I haven't got much hope of them fitting me. They come in blue, white and black, so if they are a nice fit, you've kind of got yourself covered on all bases there. And I am a little bit more hopeful with these jeans than some of their other jeans because they do have 1% elastane in them, which means they are going to have that hint of stretch. I've seen some people already receive these and try these on and have said that they run small. So if you are considering ordering them, I would order them in 2 sizes, your true size and a size up. I have ordered the blue ones, but they haven't arrived yet, so I will keep you updated on how these fit. But these definitely caught my eye last Sunday and are something that I'm looking for. So I'm crossing all my fingers that they may work out for me, but I'm also not holding out too much hope because I don't think a pair of Sézane jeans has ever worked for me. This jumper has sold out. This jumper reminds me of a jumper that you would find from And Other Stories or Petite Studios, if you heard of that brand. It feels like something that they would do. This one is merino wool, organic cotton, polyamide and elastane. A little bit of a blend, but I don't hate it. It's not really my vibe. It's a little bit too, I don't know, it's a little bit too vintagey for me, but it obviously was popular because it's sold out. So yeah, I don't think the worst choice. The piece of knitwear I did order to try, I ordered one, was this one. I'm not going to pronounce this one because the name is just an absolute nightmare to me. But it comes in a chocolate brown, beautiful, and a natural, so like an ecru white. I went with the natural. This just looks like a really good staple piece. There's nothing overly dramatic or extravagant about it. It is very subtle, very pared back, but it does look like something that I would wear to death, especially in the spring, summer. I love a knit like this, 100% organic cotton. In the summer, in the spring, I love that it's a cardigan, so it can be unbuttoned and just thrown over something if you're a little bit chilly. Looks like something that I would really genuinely wear. They've also brought back the Kyle cardigan, which is a style that they've had for a number of years now, I think. And they seem to bring it back every year. This is also 100% organic cotton, a short sleeved version. So if you live somewhere slightly warmer, but you still want one of those kind of very light summer knits, then this might be a better option than the previous one. I really do like that they bring back things year on year that obviously are the most popular items, the most sold items. I think it's good for the customer. It's good that it isn't just constant newness and you never get restocks of older pieces. I know they do bring out a lot of new pieces these days, and I do wish that they would slow down, but I can appreciate that they bring back favourite styles year on year. Same with things like the Pippa dress. I noticed there was a Pippa dress in a light pink this year, which again is a style they bring back every year. So if it's something that you love, you can kind of, it's nice to be able to maybe pick it up in a new season colour or buy it for the first time. They've also brought back the Chloe jumper, which actually I love. I don't own, but I have tried the navy one and I really think it's very pretty. This tangerine shade is very interesting. It's very bright. It's almost neon. Not something I would choose, but if you love your really bright colours, Sézane never does any colours like that really. So this is something new for them. Interesting. I think I prefer they've just got it in a black otherwise, which is a little bit boring, but I do like the black. Hopefully they bring that out in a few more colour options as we get further into the season. Now, shoes. This is another thing that I've definitely jumped the gun on, but I love these flory sandals. They come in 2 shades, polished camel, which is a classic shade for Sézane, and polished pistachio. I really like the camel version, although I do like the green as well. These just look really great. They look really comfortable despite being a higher heeled sandal, and I know we're in February. I know it's way too early to be thinking about sandals, but you never know. If you live somewhere warmer and you're looking for what I would think is like a modern take on a gladiator sandal, this caging at the front definitely reminds me of the gladiator sandals from 2012 era, but a slightly cooler take on those. Then these look great. For some reason they just look comfortable to me. I don't know why, maybe they're not, but I am going to order these to try in the summer as well. I also, when I was looking at these in the green shade, noticed this picture, and I'm sorry, but I need to know what these trousers are. These are what look like a merino wool or a merino wool cotton blend, a bit like a Matthew trouser in this gorgeous magenta purple, beautiful shade. I need these to come out ASAP. I would really love to know what trousers these are, because yeah, they look beautiful, especially paired with the green. Such a nice combination, purple and green. They have a few more shoes, but those ones were definitely my favourite. These, which ones is it? These High Maxine, is it these? No, not these. There were another pair that looked very similar to the Georgia High Babies, but in sandal form. Or am I going mad? Maybe I made that up. I'm sure when I looked this morning, Maybe it was these High Maxine. They kind of look like the Georgia High Babies, although not as much as I originally thought. So I don't know what I was thinking about that. But anyway, there are a few more sandals that came out. There are a couple of new Paula Babies as well. There's these Anya high heels. Ah, these are them. I knew I wasn't going mad. These Alexane Babies. These look like the Georgia High Babies, but with an open heel, so a slightly more spring summer version. They look very nice actually. These are a little bit too high for me. I think these are higher than the previous ones, that are the gladiator style ones, but if you don't mind a high heel, then those look quite nice as well. And then they did release, and those come in brown and in white. I love a white shoe for spring summer. These are actually really nice in the white liqueur. They're like a patent white leather, beautiful. And then I believe these honey, they're called a varnish ochre, these colour Paula Babies. These are new, I think. Yet another shade of the Paula Babies. I cannot keep up with how many colours they are bringing out in those shoes, but yeah, I guess they're popular. Going into the jackets quickly, this was another really popular item, the Drea jacket. This is like a vest. This is again not my colour, unfortunately, but I can see if you're into warm tones, this is a three-piece set, a three-piece suit. Could look phenomenal. It looks great on this model. So yeah, this one sold out very, very quickly. This is viscose mostly. Interesting that it's viscose, because I would have said it looks like cotton or linen. I'm surprised that's viscose. I'm a little bit disappointed in it, to be honest, especially with, I mean, it's okay. It's viscose, polyester, elastane. It's fine, but I was expecting that to be cotton. But it does look really great on this model with a white t-shirt as the Conrad t-shirt with the matching trousers. Really beautiful if you're looking for a suit set. I would have absolutely no place to wear a suit set, but if you work in a more corporate environment, it's a nice colour for summer as well, I guess. I'm not a fan of this Carlo jacket. There's something about it I just don't like. It just does not appeal to me. I much prefer the original versions that they had. This feels a bit too puffy. I mean, it's that quilted texture again, I never love. I think it's just a little bit too bulky. It is, however, 100% organic cotton, so I can't fault that. That's really great to see. One set I was really disappointed in is this set, although I shouldn't be surprised. This is like a pleated, plissé, beautiful set with the pair of wide leg trousers and this blouse. I mean, it looks stunning. It's a little bit more subtle than the bigger floral prints. It's a fairly neutral colour. It just looks gorgeous. It's quite unique. I've not seen anything like this anywhere else, but it is 100% polyester or 99% polyester. The only saving grace that I can give them is that it's recycled polyester, so I guess that's better. I mean, it is better, but is this going to get really sweaty in the spring summer? It's a lot of material. It's long sleeved and long trousers and fully polyester. I just cannot recommend that. I mean, as beautiful as it is, and I know that these pleated, plissé kind of materials are very hard to make in anything other than polyester. So on one hand, I can kind of understand it, but on the other hand, I just think a full outfit, if you're going to wear them together, of all polyester in even slightly warm weather, is just going to be a disaster waiting to happen. So I won't be getting that one, unfortunately. So bags, this Claude bag, I've only just seen this. I didn't actually click on the Claude bags. I didn't think there were any new ones coming out. This Ecru Croc print Claude bag. I shouldn't have seen this because now I want it. I love my burgundy Croc Claude bag so much. I wish I hadn't seen this because now I want a white bag for summer as well. Oh, okay. This might have to be added to my wish list. I'm not going to buy it today, but yeah, I really like this. Okay, one thing about the Croc Claude bag, it is super durable. You don't have to worry about scratching it. If you're put off by the smooth leathers, get this white one. Oh, it's beautiful. I really like that. Okay, that's a problem. I'm going to have to probably buy that at some stage, I think. In terms of other shades, I don't see many new Milo bagged or Claude bags, but they have brought back their basket bag. So again, this is something that they seem to bring back year on year now, the Justine basket. This was so popular last year. This definitely sold out. I remember it came in a bright pink version as well, which they don't seem to have brought back, which I'm quite glad of because I didn't like that one. I like the khaki, I like the natural. My favourite has got to be the daisy one though. That is adorable. It is quite expensive for a basket bag though, £240. Is it worth it? My one criticism of this is, why did they not put the embroidery on the back? that to me is cutting corners. I think for £240 for a basket bag, I mean, I'm saying this, I spent £300 on my Loewe basket bag, but you know, that's Loewe. They really should have put the daisy embroidery on the back as well. That is the one reason I don't think I'll buy this. Otherwise, I would probably buy it. And yeah, I know it's not the end of the world. I know that, you know, people looking at it from the front are going to see the daisies. It's not a big deal, but to me, it just feels sloppy. And for charging that much, I think you could have put the embroidery on the back as well. It's not that difficult. It is a really nice size though. I have to say, the classic Justine size, it looks really nice, not too big, not too small. Nice to carry top handle and with the strap as well. Yeah, I do really like it. I just really wish they'd carried that embroidery onto the back. They've also brought back for the season some of their raffia Faro bags. They've brought this embroidered one back, which was from 2022. I remember trying this in 2022 in a video. Oh, and there's a new Romy in the Smooth Peach. So I know Smooth Peach is a new colourway for them. It's interesting because it feels a little bit redundant to me. It's basically a slightly more warm-toned version of the rosewood colour, which I had in the Claude bag that I recently sold. A few of you noticed I sold that in my bag collection video. Yes, I did sell it. I bought it secondhand and I managed to sell it for the same price that I bought it for. So that was one of the reasons that I sold it. I wasn't reaching for it enough to justify it staying on my shelf, collecting dust. It's a beautiful bag, but I love my burgundy Croc one more because it's a little bit more durable and because I love the colour. So I decided to sell the rosewood one on, but you know, it's a gorgeous bag. But yeah, it just feels like this shade is so similar that do they really need two different shades like this? I get it's more warm toned, but I don't know, it feels a little bit pointless. It's a nice bag though. They've also just brought out a white Croc version, at least I think this is new, because this wasn't here a couple of weeks ago, of the Victor bag. I just did a video reviewing 4 bags from Sézane. One of them was the Victor bag. I reviewed it in the chocolate or the camel croc print, I think. Yeah, the camel croc print. But this one is new, this ecru croc print. This could be a good alternative for me because I already have the Claude bag in the chocolate Croc. I could get the Victor bag in the ecru Croc just to switch it up. I actually really liked the Victor bag when I reviewed it. It was really nice. I like the chain straps, a little bit different to the Claude. Ooh, a little bit cheaper as well at £285 versus £345. Yeah, I like this. Okay, this is another contender for me. I really like these ecru bags actually. I have to say, generally, I prefer white when it comes to clothing, but when it comes to bags, this slight off-white, slightly warm-toned white, I think looks really expensive. A little bit more expensive than a true white on a bag, which I always think looks a little bit tacky. Sorry. I realised I forgot one thing because I didn't go to the t-shirt section and my battery is flashing at me. Ugh. Okay, this t-shirt, this is the Lydia t-shirt. This is so stunning. I've ordered this to try as well. This looks like it might be very tight. She looks like she has very thin arms and it looks pretty tight on her. So I might suggest sizing up in this one. It also looks like it could be a bit of an issue with how low cut it is. So again, this is one that I thought would be good to try and review for you so you can see it on a regular person and I can give you my honest opinions on that one as well. Should we leave it there because my battery's flashing? I haven't done jewellery. The only piece of jewellery that I really loved was this necklace. It's gold plated brass, so I'm hesitant to buy it because I do like my fine jewellery, but I do really like the look of this. I think it's very beautiful. Oh, also on the jewellery front, this necklace now comes in 2 more colours. I have this necklace, shall I show you? I have the yellow version which came out last summer. I love this necklace. It's so fun. It is more of like a summer piece to me. I think this looks great in the summer on holiday. Very pretty. But it just came out in white and in what they're calling vintage blue, which very much looks like a sea green to me. But either way, they're really gorgeous and I really love mine. I know it is quite expensive for a beaded necklace. And actually, I do think that you can get these vintage. If you type in like big beaded necklace on eBay or something like that, I have seen these pop up at much more affordable prices, vintage ones. So maybe try that before you buy this one. But if you do really like it, I love it and I get so much wear out of mine. It's a really fun statement piece of jewellery, which I don't have a lot of. And it is one thing I love Sézane for, is their statement jewellery. Okay, and that is my review of the collection. Overall, it's a bit of a skip for me, like most spring collections, but that is based on my own personal style and preferences. If you like your busier, bolder prints, then this collection might be right up your street. I do think that the majority of pieces, aside from that recycled polyester set, are in natural fibres. A lot of linen, a lot of cotton knits, and a lot of organic cotton as well, with some viscose thrown in here and there. So overall, I'm actually quite impressed. I do think the collection could be cut in half and we could just have 50%, the top 50 pieces or 50% of pieces, and we could get rid of a lot of the other kind of drivel and the filler pieces, in my opinion. I do think they should work on less is more and quality over quantity, but I don't think it's the worst collection from Sézane I've ever seen either, and it's definitely impressing me slightly more than some of their previous collections or drops from the months prior, like all the sequins and metallics that we had a couple of months ago. Let me know what you thought of the collection. Did you buy anything? Are you trying anything? Do you have anything on your wish list? I would love to know. Let me know if you're excited for my review. I think I ordered about 5 or 6 pieces in the end. I won't be keeping all of them, if any, but I really wanted to try those few pieces for you to see what the fit was like, the quality, give my honest feedback. So if you're excited for that, then please do consider subscribing. We're almost at 7,000 subscribers, and I think once I hit 7,000, I'm going to do a Q&A. Haven't done a Q&A in ages. I tend to do some Q&As on my Instagram occasionally, so follow me over there if you're not already, but I haven't done a YouTube one before, so I'm very excited to do that, and I will be asking for your questions very, very soon for that. So get me to 7,000 if you want to see that. Otherwise, I will leave some other videos on screen for you to watch and enjoy next, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!